All right. Hello, friends. We are back with episode number 16. Wow. We have two amazing guests with us today. First of all, familiar face. Back on the show for the second time, Mr. Cardinal from ODIN. Hello.
Hey now.
Hey, welcome back to the show. And a new face with us today. He is the new. I forgot to introduce Cardinal's title. Well, we'll do that in a minute. But first, Odin Chase Me '08. Hello.
Hello.
Hey. Yeah, so please tell us what you do. What's your title? Chase Me.
So right now I'm in charge of Dropbear, getting everybody set up,
Awesome. Yes, he is
retrieving
the.
SRP, things like that.
Yeah. For people who don't know what Dropbear is, can you tell them what's Dropbear?
Dropbear is it's a doctrine. It's a
Yes.
system set up for miners to allow them continuously with protection. Is the best way to describe it. It's a system of creating a mining pool.
Indeed.
Best way.
Yeah. So it's the Dropbears. Is the mining sort of fleet or division of our alliance. It's the founder was actually Mr. Cardinal right here, right? Mr. Cardinal, do you want to talk a little bit more and introduce uh, this fleet?
Yeah, it came from an idea where I was looking at the statistics of what a retriever has,
Yeah.
and it has a lot of shield. So I said, well, what if if you work it down to the numbers of how many seconds you actually need to stay alive,
Yeah.
a retriever can come out on top if you mute and disable the enemy as they rock up. So yeah, I gave it a crop, and I've happy to say I've only lost two retrievers in the space of 4 months, and both of them
Amazing.
just sheer bad luck.
Yeah.
But ever since this has taken off, I've never. Those two were when I was mining by myself. Any time I've been in a group, we have not lost a single retriever. It's either been we've all survived and got out, or someone was AFKing in
Yeah.
their environment. But otherwise, anyone that's been awake and mining has always been successful in one getting out alive or two killing the enemy. And that's even more fun when you get a mark on your retriever.
Hell yes.
Also to back that up,
Uh-huh.
since I've been running it for the past couple months now,
Sure.
from what I can remember, we're only about 5 retrievers so far that have been asked part of the SRP program. So maybe there's more that have been destroyed, not much, but from what I know, only 5 have been destroyed from incoming raiders with our new system in the past couple months. So that's amazing.
Yeah. Next time, we should show people how many kill marks you guys have. That'll be pretty cool.
Well, the
That's
funny
fun.
thing is,
Yeah.
the funny thing is, most interceptors get away. They go, oh, easy retrievers, and then they come in and they just get away. So,
Oh boy.
yeah, we don't get
So
too many marks. Yeah, it's fun when you get one.
sure. Again, for people who don't like, who haven't done much mining, feel free to check out Dropbears. Talk to either Cardinal or Chase Me. They'll get you set up. So let's jump into the videos of the day. What are we going to be watching?
So, Chase me away. Back me up when you want to. These are two videos. It's essentially 4 videos I did with our chaotic, who's a how would you say, a man that goes after retrievers by himself against our enemies. And there was a 1v1. I put him to a challenge and I said, hey, let's have a crack and see what happens. So there's 2 lots of videos I'd like to show. There's
Sure.
what not to do, because you've got a fit that works and
Hmm.
what to do with that fit. So that was a chaotic and I are 1 each. So he's won 1 and I've won 1. But that's mainly because I blame because I had 2 kids jumping on me as I was trying to do this on a video and trying to mine and fight him off at the same time. So, you know, technically I could have been saying I was AFK, but they're just excuses. I lost. So, but,
That's cool.
all right, let's click this and let's get underway. So,
Okay.
going through the pit. You know, the fit as we go through it, you can actually see I've got some skills in DPS, but the shield here, this is cold. You got 15,000 EHP,
Okay.
you got a capacitor of about 2,900. You've got signature radius and scan resolution of about 671. So, and this is where I'm just going to press pause here.
Okay.
Go back 2 seconds. That
Okay.
signature radius
Yes.
is critical because a lot of people actually put auras on their retrievers to get away. You notice on this fit I don't have auras, so the signature radius allows me to lock down a frigate in essentially 2 to 3 seconds. But if you put auras on your retriever, you've got a 14-second lock time.
Yeah, so that's not going to catch anyone.
It's not going to catch anyone with a 14-second lock time.
That's amazing.
Then we're moving over to the fittings. Obviously, only with today's update, I think we've got some more miners, but we've got a the Calter, the main weapon, essentially the thing that makes this work. The large neutralizer.
Wow.
I've got some skills here, but essentially it newts 658 gigajoules.
Yeah. Is that what you call it? Gigajoules? GJ. Okay.
And I want to add perspective to that. We tested this out with the Drake and with the fleet issue Stabber.
Okay.
We were able to lock these things down completely to where it was almost impossible to warp, and some of them couldn't warp out within seconds. It was amazing. We're talking large ships locked down.
You're talking because they are out of GJ, out of Gigajoule, out of what you call it?
Out of capacitor. Capacitor's the
right, capacitor. Sorry, too early. Forgot the word.
Yeah, that's all right. But
that's awesome. Yeah.
Essentially, one-on-one, you've blocked out a frigate. So one-on-one, a frigate's gone. All frigates are gone in one hit.
Wow.
If you have a group of these, and this is where the drop bear really gets going, if you have a group of these,
sure,
you can knock out a cruiser which has about 3,000 with five retrievers.
Wow.
If you want to go bigger, you're going to have to need more. But you know, most things that come in raiding miners are frigates and cruisers.
Cool.
So that group number is about 6, and you want to stay nice and close. The next thing that makes this work is the group shield. Now, this creates 384 shield per 24 seconds. What really makes this work is when you have 6 or more ships all blowing one of these, and then all of a sudden you've got a heal rate of more than what a frigate can kill you, and more than what a cruisers can come in. So that's the second part of what makes this work. Then you go into your drones. You use hammerheads. And we use our red shields to really reduce the damage that gets done. And always have a shield booster.
Sure. Medium shield booster. Because most of your
you could put a large on there if you've got the skills for it, but I don't have the skills for it, so I haven't invested into industry engineering. I haven't quite got the power grid there to make it happen.
Because most of the healing is going to come from the other your friend, right? From the remote.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, and you got to remember only one. So this type of fleet is, you know, if 1 or 2 pirates jump in, this fleet can take care of it.
Sure.
If a raiding fleet comes in, then you want to kind of time to leave people.
Yeah.
And get out safely.
Sure.
It's not a PvP fleet. It's just a mine safely fleet.
Sure. I mean, understandable. So you're not scared of one or two pirates, basically. What's the number? 3?
Very rarely. It depends on the ships, to be honest with you.
Yeah. So, and that's why scouting and being active in your comms is very important.
Sure.
As part of it. So here's what
Yeah.
not to do with this fit. So I'm going to start this video.
Yeah.
Here's what not to do. So me and Chaotic 1v1. I've asked him to warp in.
Okay.
Now here is a classic example of me thinking my fitting is just going to get going, but Chaotic is actually a very good pilot. He knows what he's doing, and it was 1v1. His strategy versus my strategy. We didn't share fittings, we didn't share anything.
Okay.
That's what happened.
Okay.
It's pretending, so it's like, okay, 1v1. Now,
Yeah.
I did a mistake. I tried to lock him before he landed. Always wait that extra second. Have his fittings going on. Okay. Now, he said he was out of capacitor straight away. He had nothing.
Okay. Wow.
But then I did two things.
You forgot to
cycle my drones. So you see how he was attacking me?
Yeah.
And now he's stopped attacking me. He's actually attacking my drones right now.
It looks like it, yeah.
So, and because he's attacking my drones, and I haven't turned my neutralizer off, I'm already half capacity done.
Oh no.
And it's probably too early. So I've used too much of my newt. I'm using too much of my shields, and I haven't cycled my drones, and I've lost my drones. And silly me is I didn't have any drones.
Okay.
As backup. So my drone hold was empty. So I was just like, oh well, he's going to kill my next drone in a second, and I'm dead. 1v1. I've lost my drones. I'm out of capacitor. I'm a dead man walking, and there's no way you're going to be able to get away with
yeah.
And that's what it is. It's like I said, all right, okay, I can't do anything now. I was cycling my one drone to see. You can see how one drone was slowly working him back down as I cycled him, but I'm running out of cap.
Right.
He's going to start repairing because I can't newt his capacitor anymore. He's going to start repairing his shields faster than my drone can kill him. My shields are going to run out soon because I can't. I'm just running out of capacitor, and it's just it's inevitable. It's a long way to die, but I'll have to die eventually. So
my question is, yeah. So
as you can see, go for it. Sorry.
So I thought your capacitor was stable for like 10 minutes or something. No, was he needing you or NOS on you? No.
This is the thing about the large neutralizer. It takes 600 of their neutralizer, but it also uses 500 of your own. So it actually will drain your capacitor yourself. So
Makes sense.
Capacitor battle. I've got much, and he's got a faster regen. So and he doesn't use that much. So
it's more of an alpha strike tool to a counter strike.
You
got a small window to just zap them and then take them out.
Yeah.
As you can see, long term, if you don't have enough ships backing you up long term, it's not a sustainable. The neutralizer's not sustainable. So
Got it.
You just gotta zap them, do your damage.
Makes sense. Yeah, makes sense. Another question is, does your shield, you have a group shield booster, right? Does that heal the drones as well or no?
Yes, it does.
Okay, but is there a way to check the drones? I guess you can lock the drones to see their shield, right? Can you watch list them?
You can't watch list them, but you can lock onto them. So you get really good as a drone pilot. You can have your drones locked so you can see their health.
Important kind of.
In short, if you cycle them, it's an instant heal. So count to 15, bring them back into your bay, and they get healed, and you can send them out again.
Oh wow! Okay, good to know.
So that was the what not to do. Because, yeah, I didn't do anything right. And this is the difference when you sit down and you go, okay, I'm going to kick his ass now.
Revenge. So you got new drones?
Yes, new drones. Because it was the only thing I had left was some infiltrators.
Okay.
I actually I've been doing a lot of RV stuff lately, not too much retriever stuff in my spare time.
Sure.
So he's going to warp in, and this is just a completely different game because one, I'm paying attention, and you watch my shields; they'll hardly go down.
Uh-huh.
So it'll be a good fight.
So he's gonna go for your drones first again, or he does. Uh-huh.
He'll come in, he'll lock me, and this is why I don't leave my drones out. So he has to lock me to start
Yeah.
with. Wait for him to lock, then I send out my drones once I've got my lock, because and I started my neutralizer first before my drones. Even though I'm taking a hit, I haven't turned my shield repair on yet. I'm putting it on now.
Yeah.
Just to see if he, just to save some capacitor and see if
Sure.
he keeps attacking me. So he's still attacking me. So
Right.
you can start to see his shields are going down.
Yeah. Now he's yellow, so that means he's changed to drones, right?
Yes, correct.
Oh, and then you pull it back. Smart.
Yeah. So, and that's the important thing. So now,
Yeah.
you got to wait for that yellow box.
Sure.
As soon as it gets yellow, drop
Yeah.
the drones.
Yeah.
He has to unlock, relock them. It's gone
Yeah.
yellow again. It's going
Yeah.
to drop the drones.
Smart.
But I think we've already won this particular outfit. So I'll bring him back in a second as well.
So you don't even lock the drones to see their health. You just put them in a couple seconds. Okay.
Usually you do a count. Once you launch them, you have a count, like he was saying, 10 to 15 seconds.
Cool.
And then you bring them back in. You just kind of, you have to get that in your head, and that's the toughest part of getting everyone. Once you launch, you got to start counting.
Sure.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
So he's in armor.
He's in hull.
Unlocked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And I haven't even got the shield. So.
Amazing. Stop. He didn't want to lose the ship. Chaotic. I remember him. He's a good pilot. Like I said, yeah, amazing. That's a good comeback. Do you have more, or?
Those are the two. I've got one. It's not a very good video. It was one where we were testing a Dramiel, but we found out what the weakness is of this build. Now I'm not going to declare that on TV.
That's okay.
We found out what the weakness of this build is, and yeah, we've got strategies to overcome that if it does. So
that's cool. Again, I think the concept is amazing. You can basically solo, but imagine if you have 6 of you, then that's even more effective.
I do have to say, if you haven't seen it, it is rather funny to be sitting in a mining field and see a couple ships come in, and immediately you just see them trying to turn them around as fast as humanly possible. When they fly in and see 6 reds, then turning around at them, they're like, uh-oh, this is not what I expected.
Drop bear, right? Again, I love the...
Not easy targets.
Yeah, I love... I remember when Cardinal started this thing, I was fascinated by just the idea and the name. Everything's perfect. And then it's great to see it like carried out in action. Awesome. I should join you in mine someday. I have not mined once in this game.
Yeah, join us anytime. We had an event last week. I'm starting to do more mining events. We're starting to get people trained up as FCs, get more people out there.
We should.
Notice when you go out, it seems like everyone right now is doing a fantastic job. Somebody's taking charge. Somebody's starting it. and it may only be 3 or 4 at the time because that's all that's out there. But as they're broadcasting, hey, join, 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 it gets bigger and bigger. And what you'll notice is, at this point, I've gone on multiple times. I'm on opposite time zone as Cardinal,
Yeah.
and what I'm noticing is we have mining fleets almost 24/7. We got somebody out there doing it. We
Nice.
got somebody out there creating a fleet, and even with the FCs being trained up, we got people that aren't trained FCs but have done this long enough and know how it works.
Yeah.
That are taking the initiative and saying, "Hey, there's no one out here. I'll start and I'll run this till we get an FC out here." So we've kind of created this little community of miners that's watching each other's backs, and that when things go south, everyone bands together and fights for each other, and that's the whole premise of this thing. And I think Cardinal might have touched on this. The whole premise of this is all for one. You do not abandon. There's 2 orders. We have hold and we have evacuate. It's that simple. We all fight together or we all leave together. And if we lose a ship, it is what it is. We have systems set up to cover ships just for this reason, that we don't want people thinking, oh, I don't want to lose a ship, it's expensive. No, you stay and you fight unless you're told otherwise, because we got you covered. We'll take
Yeah.
care of the ships. We don't want to lose 5 ships because 2 people decide to run when we could just end up losing 1 ship. You know what I mean?
And like what we've said before, we're not wanting to test it out against a fleet. If we get the scout coming in that there's an interfleet coming in, we activate our Melita. Now every single one of those miners also jumps into another PvP ship, and then tries to motivate people to leave. But that's part of the game that we're playing, which is it's part of the fun. So.
One thing you'll notice though is a lot of these miners, I think this is just part of eVector. A lot of people are running alts. A lot of people have multiple.
Yeah.
And what you'll notice is you'll have these 4 guys that are running 2 to 3 people.
Yeah.
They're out there, they're mining, and they're paying attention to their screens and they're watching. They're not AFK. And then as soon as they see anything more than a couple ships, out of those 3 guys, they'll each take an ult, send them back, and then you've got battle cruisers or cruisers sitting in the field with the miner.
Nice.
Because I know if I see a large fleet coming in, I go grab the Drake and I grab the Stabber and I sit them right in the fleet. So it's like there's multiple facets of this. There's layers upon layers when it comes to Dropbear. And whatever comes in, we have a way to do it.
When it comes to mining, my impression was that you just sit there and watch, right? So what do you guys do while you're nothing's going on? You're not AFK. Do you like watch a movie together or something? What do you do?
Yeah, put the projector up on an asteroid launch.
There's a couple of things we're doing in Valhalla. We've got a music bot going. People watch movies. There's lots of things you can do while you're mining. But the common thing that people do, Kimchi's charge. We do it at work.
Yeah.
Hope your boss is not watching. Right. All right.
Yeah, I will say one thing that's been great while we're out there is a lot of everyone compares fitting. We're not regarding Dropbear. When we're out there, if I fly my Drake in just to provide protection, we'll sit there and we'll shoot the ship and kind of talk about it and say, hey, what's a better fitting? We're doing R&D a lot out there. I'm testing and I'm saying, all right, we're flying with this. How quickly can we neutralize this ship? Just testing and finding out what works and what doesn't work.
It makes sense. So constantly improving and yeah, this sounds again the idea it just works. It sounds great.
Yeah.
Cardinal, do we have more videos or are we done with that?
No, we're done. I skipped a video. It was just
That's cool.
recap of the fitting video, the original one. But yeah, everything was the same. It's just there's 3 key components. There's the neutralizer, there's the group shield, and there's teammates.
Yeah.
It works when you put all 3 together.
Yeah, amazing.
And if I can add a couple things, just
sure.
In general, I think this is this whole show and everything is a great avenue get it out there. This is set up. You know, people are coming in, they're new, they're watching your videos, they're doing all this, and they're looking through the chats and stuff like that. I know Cardinal gets inundated with questions about Dropbear, and I just want to let everyone know, come join Dropbear. You don't have to do anything crazy. You can be an adventurer, you can be a retriever. Just reach out to me. Cardinal's, I know, inundated with a lot of things, so feel free to reach out to me, chase me away. I'm more than happy to help you get set up, and I want everyone to know, we've got retrievers, we're here for you, we're a team. So at the end of the day, if you're down a retriever, that's our whole team is down a retriever. So you just come talk to me, and let's get fleets set up. Let's get people involved. I don't want to. What I want to try to avoid is when I go out and I'm doing my little reconnaissance to see how everyone's doing. I don't want to see that single miner out there. You know, I get it. Some people are lonely, like loners, where they kind of do their own thing. And I was that way
Right.
for the longest time, to be honest with you. But what I want everyone to understand is like, okay, you may not join into the chat. That's fine. Join the fleet. It doesn't hurt you any to join the fleet. It only helps you, and it helps everyone else. So take the initiative, read the chat, join the Dropbear, join us out there, participate, and make this thing, you know, more holistic across. Because if we start getting to the point where there's no solo miners out there, we're gonna have it to where nobody's gonna find the incentive to come and attack us. Because not only do they have to go through, you know, bubbles, then they got to go through fleets that are protecting the area. Then they have to go and try to battle 10 retrievers. And I'll be honest, most time I'm out there, it's 10 plus retrievers at a time. If we can get to that point, it's
Yeah.
more of a deterrent. Because once you get to that strength and that understanding, not in our corp, but across all of Eve Echoes, that,
Yeah.
hey, you're in Golden Horde area, you're not going to find an easy target. They're not going to come to us. They're going for easy pickings. They're going to go to those other corps. They're going to go to the other areas. So then that just creates a more stable environment for us to mine. And I've
Yeah.
noticed in the past couple months, I have been able to mine almost nonstop without any harassment, which is amazing. And I give my hats off to Cardinal for setting this up and getting it going. It's a fantastic system.
And we do have a Hall of Fame kill. And
Wow.
I'm glad to say I'm still top of the list with 106 million Nemesis kill. So the challenge is out there. If you can get an all ret kill, this is a thing. It's got to be an all ret kill. We'll happily put it on our Dropbear Wall of Fame.
Wow. Amazing.
Yeah.
Again, like you guys said,
Also,
yeah.
side note, you get promoted immediately. If you get a solo, and it's a legit thing.
Yeah,
If you
yeah.
get a solo kill in a ret, oh, you got FC status. You're getting moved up because that just shows that you understand the systems.
Yeah, yeah.
So get out there and get some kills.
Again, you guys have me sold. I'm gonna join you. How do I join? I mean, normally, is there a channel to ask in Valhalla Discord or Alliance Discord?
We've been promoting it alliance-wide for a while now. It's more of a way of life. So it's working in Valhalla. What I'm trying to say is other corporations have your system where you're mining. Get your players coordinated and organizing and working together. Everyone is welcome to come and join us in NG at Asgard. But the buyback location is key. So if your corp's not buying back at that particular location, you're going to be losing a lot of time. And that's the big benefit of the Dropbear. We mine very close to Asgard, our buyback locations. So
Awesome. Can't wait.
hopefully I'm not putting a big red target on our station and everything that goes with it.
Well, the
Luckily,
whole
we have quite a few people willing to defend it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Creating content, right? So that's all good. All right. Again, I'll see you guys on the minefields. Do you guys have any other shout-outs? I know you kind of did, but
If you don't mind, I'm going to give a shout out to, I don't have specific names, but when I'm out there mining and we see somebody coming in, it is within seconds. We've got pilots and either interceptors, frigates, cruisers. flying into our belt and checking every belt to take these people down. So as a miner, we're there to protect ourselves and kind of be self-reliant. But at the end of the day, we have huge backing from all of our fighters and all of our, whether it's Dragonborn or anybody else that's in there protecting us and keeping us safe when we can't keep ourselves safe in certain situations. Now, let me preface that is very rare that happens. That means a fleet of 20 or 30 ships. But in those situations, we always have a backbone, showing up with us. So I just want to give a shout out to all of those pilots and thank them because they're doing it out of the kindness of their heart. They don't make money off of it. They're out there fighting because I'm sure they're bloodlust once they want to get a kill and
Sure.
the game. But also, I appreciate their help.
And that's what we've been trying to do at Valhalla. We've been in the news headlines for all the wrong reasons. But there is some really good work done by a lot of people.
Yeah.
The industry team that's now, the Drop Bear success has been creating its own issues in industry for us. We've got a lot of ore to sell, so we're working on that at the moment. Blitz, Ellen, Troublefinch, Farmer, Kevin, all those guys are working together to overcome this collection of ore that we have. And we're also, you've got our pilots and PvE pilots that are going out there and buying these ships and whatnot. Overall, this has been a massive team effort from the moment I've taken over. I've got a wonderful team behind me, so
Sure.
it's fantastic, and it really allows me to enjoy playing the game. I actually get in game. I'm pretty sure Bo didn't say that he got in the game too
No.
much.
That's right.
But the team,
Good for you. Yeah.
the team that actually came behind me on this is fantastic. And if anyone's watching this, they want a nice place to play with some good group of people who know that this is a casual game, but we've got some things to do. Valhalla's the place. We're part of the GHA, and we're here to stay for as long as we're wanted, and we're here to try and make GHA that much better because it is a great thing to be a part of.
Well said. Yeah. So again, you guys have me sold. I'm definitely going to be joining you guys on the mining fields pretty soon.
Yeah, come out, join us. Look for me, Cardinal. Shout out to Uncle, and we've got Uncle kind of taken farther from Valhalla. We've got Soch. We've got a lot of people out there that are going to kind of set kind of take the reins and just fly in, join them, be a part of it.
Awesome. All right. Thank you guys for watching. That's it for our show today. Yes.
Thanks, Neo. Thank you for everything.
You're welcome. Thank you guys for coming on. Okay, see you next time.
Have a good one.
Me too.